Hello Frenzy, my name is Kate Shirk and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid. Now we are at the very end of the game, well pretty much. I think there's not much left in the game and I'm a little... I remember this game being a lot longer when I was younger. Maybe that's just because being younger it seemed like a lot longer and it was a 2-disc game, but I think the second disc is actually for the VR missions. But it doesn't matter. We're getting close to the end here. I hope to finish this, but I know this is going to be kind of a hard one because this thing's a pain in the dick. Okay, let's do this. Oh yeah, right there. Come on. Oh, fuck. Hell, I'm just gonna stay right here. You can't see me, mofo. Yeah. How the fuck? We got this. Good, thank God. Okay, good. Where did the stinger go? Remington! Remington! Okay.
Did that do it?
course, I'm actually at a good point here in the...
Damn! Nice try, Snake! Die!
Hang on.
Hurry! Get away!
Great Fox!
The name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat.
So it is you.
You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll send you back to hell! Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi?
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister. But every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
Fox! In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers. Fox. How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
You destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox! Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Well, he's gonna die anyway.
Now! In front of you, I can finally die.
I can't do it.
After
kidding?
Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle. Neither truly alive, nor truly dead.
I can't
An
do it.
undying shadow in a world of light. But soon, soon, it will finally end.
Let's say he's gonna die one way or the other, so you might as well put him out of his misery. Much rather go out in an explosion than that thing killing me.
Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
I don't know why the thing has to roar.
Foolish man! He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
Okay, there we go. Maybe we'll get it this time. No, you don't. You don't know shit, mofo. Oh, shit. Shit. Oh, fuck, don't turn around. No, you don't. You don't see shit, mofo. Oh, watch out. Oh shit. Ah, you weren't supposed to move. Oh, stop it. Come on. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, now you're just being a dick. Be a fucking dick. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Just relax. Oh, shit. There we go. You don't know. One more should do it, God willing. There's so much I'm gonna have to cut. It took forever and a fucking year. Come on. There we go. Please be it. Please be it. Fuck off! Okay. Okay. Hold completely still. Oh, fuck off! Thank you, fucking time.
Snake! I'll crush you into dust!
Damn.
Sleeping makes you a snake. Liquid, you're still alive. I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish.
Calm
When
down.
he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created
So he
us
wasn't
from
that great,
his
was he?
cells. With a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses
Jesus.
to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you!
Yeah,
I got all of the
this.
recessive genes! You took everything from me before I was even born! But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify
know
more
why
than
it-
60 soldiers.
Sorry.
Genome soldiers.
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments!
Are they gonna do it again?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory?
Somewhere
Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The Genome Soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the Genome Soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond, in order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you. Look behind you!
Meryl! Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed, they've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Meryl was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing? What?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me.
I didn't do it.
Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death. If you win, you might still be able to save her.
Okay.
You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it will kill even you.
Okay, let's go.
Have at you, Snake.
Damn it. Damn it.
What's wrong, Snake?
Damn it.
Nice shot! What's wrong, Snake? You're out of time!
Come on.
You're out
Come
of
on.
time!
Get up there. Come on. Up, up, up.
Better hurry! It's going to blow!
Well, I'm trying.
Better hurry! It's going to blow!
Fuck off. Ugh, fucking egg.
What's wrong, Snake?
Alright, let's try this again then.
What's wrong, Snake?
Oh, fuck off. I'm so fucking close. Fuck. Up, up. Come on. Nope! Fuck! Damn it all! I was so fucking close. One more time. Come on. We can do this. We can do this, baby. It's okay. Fuck!
That's wrong, Snake!
Fuck! God damn it! Oh, come on. Okay, we're almost there.
Out of time!
Fuck! God
You're
damn it!
out of time!
Fuck!
Hurry!
I got something. Oh, son of a
You're
bitch!
out of time!
No! Okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Hurry!
Get up. No! God damn it! Okay. How the fuck? Okay, come on, come on, come on. Deep breath, Kate. You can do it. Son of a fucking... Oh my god! Okay, so I have taken my bra off in hopes that'll loosen me up a little bit. So I apologize for what you may see. Son of a bitch!
You're out of time!
Suck my dick. God damn it!
Hurry!
That bullshit. Damn it!
Hurry!
Come on. Charge me, do what you're gonna do. I know you're... Damn it! God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! Oh, fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Get up! It's gonna charge again. Did I do it? Holy fucking shit! Holy shit! It only took a million fucking tries, but I did it. Oh, thank God.
Meryl! Meryl?
Snake, is that you? Snake, oh, you're alive! Thank God.
Meryl? Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl. That's my Kodak.
Snake, it's me.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No. It's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where's Otakon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Meryl.
Cannonball!
Snake.
Meryl.
Alright, well we can have plenty of time to do this, but we gotta escape first.
It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. We need some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up.
You're in a tank top.
Hurry!
I was just gonna a parka's gonna make it all better.
Looking good, Snake.
Okay, we don't have time for this nonsense. I'm all for getting the girl in the end story, but come on. We've got shit to do. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Just to be safe.
Snake, they've placed the Kano under arrest. I don't know what I should do. This will probably be your last save.
I'm going to miss those proverbs of yours.
Snake.
Mei Ling, I have a favor to ask you. Make a hard copy of all the codec conversation data up to this point. I want some insurance.
Okay, Snake, leave it to me. Snake, please. Be safe for me.
Okay. Alright, so here we go. Oh wait, we want to escape.
I'll drive! Damn! A surveillance camera! Damn, no keys! Alright, keys! I got it, Snake! Jump in! Fire that machine gun with your weapon button! Shoot him, Snake! Snake, hold on!
Bye!
Uh-oh, Snake! Check!
Here they come!
We'll never make it! Snake, clear a path! Okay, Snake, let's go! We're not out of the woods yet!
Here they come!
We'll never make it! Snake, clear a path!
Come on! Shut up!
You did it, Snake!
Not yet, Snake! It's not over yet!
come on.
Look, Snake, daylight.
Well, hit the gas, woman.
Meryl. Are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
I'm all
Meryl,
shook
can
up.
you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Those noises don't sound
Liquid's
good.
dead.
We thought.
Uh-oh.
Snake!
Oh my god.
Snake!
Well, that works.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested.
Tight.
Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any
Right.
case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry, I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi,
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you.
What?
He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
How do I get out?
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake?
I 100% agree.
I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
I said David.
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too?
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
In the 1980s, there were more than 60,000 nuclear warheads in the world at all times. The total destructive... Oh, okay. Huh. And granted, this was 98 when this came out, so that was sometime... Oh my god, that was 20 years ago. So, that was Metal Gear Solid. That was the original Metal Gear Solid, for those of you who have never seen it before. That's what it is, and I hope you all enjoyed it. I love this game. I've actually, when I was a kid, I played it twice, and the first time I played it, I actually, in that torture scene where you're getting shocked, you actually, if you give up, Meryl actually ends up dying. So when you see her there, she ends up being dead, and you see Otacon, and at the end, he actually gives you a stealth, one of the stealth camouflage. So you you can do like a game plus with that, or a new game plus, where you start out with that, and I think right after I played it, I went through with that, right after I finished playing, I went through with that stealth camouflage and flew through the game in no time. And that time I was able to beat it and play with, and save Meryl the second time around. And that thing she found on the snowmobile, it's actually so it's actually like something like a bandana that gives you like unlimited ammo. So you don't have to ever worry about ammo with it, which is nice. Stealth camouflage is better, but whatever. So if I played through it again, I'd have unlimited ammo if I wanted. But I won't be playing it again, at least not on here. Excuse me, at least not for the channel. But again, I hope you all enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun revisiting. Like I said before, when I first started, I found a lot of my old video games at my mother's house, saved from where my dad and I used to play games all the time. So I might go through some other ones, because I found the original Tomb Raiders, and I think I can get those to work on my computer. So maybe I'll see about getting that done and see if we can play those as well. That should be fun. I think I also have the Prima strategy guides for those too. So I don't know what you all thought of this. Let me know in the comments. I hope you all enjoyed this. Let me know what you thought. Would you like to see more old video games like this? I actually enjoy kind of playing the older ones a lot more, because it's kind of nice revisiting these things from my childhood. Like I said, I was probably like 12 or 13 maybe when I played this game originally, so it's been a while, and I'm gonna be 31 this year, so yeah, it's been a while, almost 20 years. Shit. Anyway, enough about that. Thank you all so much for watching this series. If you did like it, give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below with any other game suggestions. Let me know what you thought of this series, whatever. Or maybe other video suggestions that you'd like to see. And be sure to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already to see other videos that I've done. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you for the next one.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life, and then live.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.